Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a hard level Sudoku from New York Times. Let's get started. There is a 6 and 7 in column 7 and there is a 6 and 7 in column 9. These two pairs block these two columns. So 6 and 7 goes here in A8 and C8. We already have a 6 here in A row. So A8 takes 7 and C8 takes 6. There is a 9 here in column 7 and a 9 in column 8. These two 9s block these two columns. So 9 goes here in I9. There is a 4 and 7 in column 5 which blocks these three cells. There is a 4 and 7 here which blocks here. So B4 and B6 take 4-7 pair. There is a 6 in A row and a 6 in C row which blocks these two rows. So 6 goes in B5. There is a 6 in G row and a 6 in H row which blocks these two rows, and this 6 blocks here. So I6 takes 6. Now with this I row there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3, 4, 5 and 7. Now 5 and 7 blocks these two cells. So these two cells take 3, 4 pair. There is a 7 in column 5 which blocks this cell. So I5 takes 5 and I3 takes 7. There is a 5 and 8 in column 5 which blocks this cell, these two cells. That means A4 and A6 take 5, 8 pair, but you have an 8 blocking this cell. So A4 takes 5 and A6 takes 8. Now the remaining numbers in this block are 1 and 9. 1 9 pair goes here. There is a 4 and 5 in H row which blocks this cell. So 4, 5 pair goes in G1 and G3. Now in this block the only missing number is 8. Now this 8 blocks these two cells. So 8 goes here in G8. Now the missing numbers in this two cells are 1 and 2. Now the missing numbers in this H row are 7 and 9. Let's mark it with 7, 9 pair. Now there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 2 and 3. There is a 2 blocking here, so this cell will take 1, 3. There is a 1 blocking here, so this cell takes 2, 3. There is a 3 blocking here, so G4 takes 1, 2. So this is a 1, 2, 3 triplet. There is a 2 in B row and a 2 in C row which blocks these two rows. So A7 takes 2. This 2 cancels out the 2 here in H7. H7 becomes 1 and H8 becomes 2. Now this 2 blocks these two cells and this 2 blocks here. So these one of these two cells takes 2. Now there is 5-6 pair here and a 5-6 pair here in this block. This blocks these two rows. So D4 and D6 take 5, 6 pair. You have a 6 blocking here, so D6 becomes 5 and D4 takes 6. There is a 7 in D row and a 7 in F row. These blocks, these two rows, there is a 7 in column 3 which blocks these 3 cells. So 7 goes in E1. This 7 blocks these 2 cells and this 7 blocks these 2 cells. There is a 7 here in 4-7 pair and a 7 in A row which blocks this cell. So C2 takes 7. Similarly, this 4 in 4-7 pair blocks here, and there is a 4 in A row which blocks here. So 4 cannot be in these 2 cells, so 4 goes in D2. Now in this column, in the second column, there are only 2 empty cells and missing numbers are 1, 3. This 4 blocks here, and there is a 4 in column 9 which blocks here, so E8 takes 4. This 4 cancels out the 4 here, so I8 takes 3 and I7 takes 4. Now in 8th column there is only one missing number and it is 1. This 3 in C row blocks these 2 cells, so 3 goes in one of these cells. This 3 block cancels out the 3 here, so B2 becomes 1 and A2 becomes 3. So in A row there are only 2 missing numbers, 1 and 9. 1 is blocking this cell, so A3 takes 9 and A5 takes 1. C5 becomes 9. This 9 blocks these 3 cells here, and there is a 9 in F row which blocks these 2 cells, so D1 takes 9. This 2 blocks these 3 cells, so 2 goes here in F1. In 5th column there are only 2 missing numbers, 2 and 3. There is a 2 here blocking, so F5 takes 3 and G5 takes 2. So G4 becomes 1 and G6 takes 3. So in F row 2 and 9 are blocking this row, so 2, 9 goes in the mid row, so E4 and E6 take 2, 9 pair. Now the missing numbers in this block are 1 and 4, so let us mark it with 1, 4 pair. So in F row the only missing number is 8. Here the missing number in this block is 1 and 3. There is a 1 here, so D3 takes 3 and E3 takes 1. Now in E row the only missing number is 3. In this block the missing numbers are 2 and 8. There is a 2 here in the 7th column, so D7 takes 8 and D9 takes 2. So the 1 here cancels out the 1 here in F4. F4 becomes 4 and F6 becomes 1. This 4 cancels out the 4 here, so B4 becomes 7 and B6 becomes 4. So this 7 cancels out the 7 here, so H4 becomes 9 and H6 becomes 7. this 9 cancels out the 9 here, so E4 becomes 2 and E6 becomes 9. Now in 9th column, the missing numbers are 1 and 8. There is a 1 in B row, so B9 takes 8 and C9 takes 1. The missing numbers in the 7th column is 3 and 5. There is a 3 blocking here, so C7 takes 5 and B7 takes 3. The missing numbers in C row are 4 and 8. There is a 8 here, so C3 takes 4 and C1 takes 8. So this 4 cancels out the 4 here. G3 becomes 5 and G1 becomes 4. The only missing number in first column is 5.